Feel that single point of stillness nestled just behind your breastbone. It glows softly like a mote of captured starlight, drifting in warm oil. This tiny sphere pulses gently at 432 hertz. Let that rhythm spread outward through your chest cavity, like ripples across still water. Your heartbeat begins to slow its pace to match this ancient frequency. Each pulse carries waves of golden calm deeper into your core. Now imagine a thread of silver light connecting that peaceful center to the space between your eyes. Feel it shimmer and stretch as you breathe in. Watch as this luminous cord pulls your awareness gently forward. Your thoughts begin to settle like dust motes in afternoon sunlight. The chatter in your mind grows softer, quieter, until only the steady thrum of peace remains. Follow that silver thread now as it extends beyond your body. It leads you downward through layers of consciousness, past memories stored like pressed flowers in old books, through dreams you have yet to dream, into spaces that exist between heartbeats. You are descending now through velvet darkness. But this is not empty blackness. This is the rich soil of deep rest, warm and nurturing like a mother's embrace, cool and refreshing like evening mist on summer skin. Here in this space, between waking and sleeping, you feel yourself arriving at the entrance to a hidden realm. A doorway carved from smooth obsidian curves, like polished river stones. The surface reflects not your outer appearance, but something deeper, something truer. Your reflection shows only calm, only peace. Step through this mirror of stone and light. Feel how the threshold welcomes you like an old friend. The air here moves slowly, thick with warmth and possibility, like honey poured through time itself. Every breath you take fills your lungs with liquid serenity. You find yourself standing in a sunken garden, unlike any you have known. The walls rise up around you in gentle spirals. Carved columns twist toward distant ceilings, lost in soft gloom. But these are not ordinary stones. They pulse with their own inner light. Bioluminescent moss clings to every surface like living velvet. Watch how the glow shifts and flows across the ancient walls. Shades of deep violet blend seamlessly into amber gold. These colors breathe with their own quiet rhythm, expanding and contracting like the chest of a sleeping child. Each pulse sends waves of tranquility washing over your skin. You can almost taste the peace on your tongue. Look down at the ground beneath your feet. It is paved with smooth black stones, worn glassy by countless ages. Between them grow impossible flowers made entirely of light. Their petals shift color as you watch, from soft blue to lavender to the deepest purple. They never wilt. They never fade. They simply exist in perfect eternal bloom. At the center of this garden lies a pool of ink, black water. But do not be afraid to look into its depths. This is not ordinary water. It holds no reflections of the outside world. Instead, it mirrors something far more precious. Your innermost ease floats on its surface like scattered stars. Approach the edge of this sacred pool. Kneel down and let your fingers dip into the cool surface. The moment your skin touches the water, ripples of pure relaxation spread outward in perfect circles. Each wave carries away another layer of tension, another fragment of worry, another trace of fatigue. Gaze into the dark water and see what rises to meet you. Not your face, not your appearance, but the essence of who you truly are when all masks fall away. Calm flows up from the depths like morning mist. Peace radiates outward in concentric rings of golden light. This is your true reflection, untouched by judgment or expectation, unmarked by stress or sorrow. Here in this hidden sanctuary, carved from living stone, you remember what it feels like to be completely at ease, completely at home within yourself. Rise slowly from beside the pool. Your body feels lighter now, as if gravity has loosened its hold on your bones. Each step you take echoes softly against the moss covered walls, but the sound brings comfort rather than disturbance. Like the gentle lapping of waves on a distant shore. Walk among the glowing columns that spiral upward into shadow. Reach out and touch the bioluminescent moss with wonder-filled fingers. It responds to your presence with brighter pulses of light, as if sharing in some secret joy. The warmth from the moss seeps into your palm, traveling up your arm like liquid sunshine. Find a comfortable spot among the living flowers. Sit cross-legged on the smooth black stones. Feel how they seem to mold themselves to your body shape, supporting you perfectly without effort or strain. The light from the moss above creates dancing patterns on your skin. Each pattern tells a story of deep and lasting peace. Close your eyes now and let your breathing deepen naturally. Do not force it. Do not rush it. Simply allow your lungs to fill with the rich, honey, thick air of this sacred space. With each exhale, release another piece of the day's burdens. Listen to the subtle symphony that surrounds you here. The gentle whisper of air moving through ancient passages. The soft chiming of crystal formations deep underground. The barely audible hum of the moss as it shares its light. These sounds weave together into nature's oldest lullaby. Older than language, older than memory. Feel your shoulders dropping lower with each breath. Your jaw unclenching naturally. The tension that lived in your neck for weeks dissolving like sugar in warm water. Your spine lengthening as if pulled gently upward by invisible silk, yet remaining completely relaxed, completely supported. Imagine roots growing from the base of your spine down into the earth. Deep, strong, anchoring you safely in this moment. These roots draw up nourishment from the ancient stone, feeding your body with minerals of pure tranquility. At the same time, imagine a fountain of golden light rising from your crown, flowing upward through the spiraling columns, carrying your worries and fatigue away into the vast spaces above. This light moves slowly, deliberately, like honey finding its way downhill. You are becoming one with this place of deep rest. Your heartbeat matches the pulsing rhythm of the moss. Your breathing synchronizes with the gentle rise and fall of the pool. Even your thoughts begin to move at the garden's unhurried pace. Slow, steady, peaceful. Open your eyes briefly to study the light patterns overhead. Watch how they shift and flow like aurora borealis, trapped in stone. Purple waves roll across the ceiling, followed by amber ripples that seem to cascade downward. These colors bathe you and frequencies of healing, of restoration, of complete acceptance. The temperature here is perfect. Not hot enough to make you drowsy. Not cool enough to cause discomfort. Just warm enough to make your muscles sigh with relief. The air itself seems to cushion each breath you take, like breathing underwater in a dream. Notice how time moves differently here. There is no clock face to hurry you along. No schedule demanding your attention. The moss lights follow their own eternal rhythm. The pool reflects peace without concern for seconds or hours. You can stay as long as you need. Perhaps you would like to walk closer to the water's edge again. The surface remains perfectly still despite your approach. Yet somehow it knows you are there. The dark liquid begins to shimmer with invitation, as if eager to share more of its secrets, more of its infinite calm. Dip your hand into the pool once more. Feel how the water seems to recognize your touch, responding with gentle ripples that carry healing energy up your arm. This is not ordinary water. It is liquid peace, liquid restoration, liquid love. Cup your palm and lift some of the dark water toward your face. Let it trickle between your fingers back into the pool. Watch the droplets catch light as they fall. Each one contains a small piece of reflected serenity. The sound they make as they hit the surface is like distant temple bells. Soft, reverent, full of meaning. Sit back among the glowing flowers and simply be. Allow yourself to exist fully in this moment, without planning, without worrying, without trying to become anything other than what you already are. Perfectly peaceful. Feel your connection to the earth strengthening with each passing moment. The roots from your spine grow deeper, drawing up wisdom from the ancient stone. At the same time, the fountain from your crown grows taller, releasing whatever no longer serves your highest good. Your breath has slowed to match the garden's natural rhythm. Inhalation lasts exactly as long as feels right. Exhalation releases exactly what needs to go. There is no effort required, no technique to master, just the simple act of breathing, living, being. Listen to the silence that lives between the sounds. This is not empty quiet. It is full of potential, full of peace, full of the kind of stillness that heals. In this silence, you can hear your own soul speaking. The bioluminescent moss continues its gentle dance overhead, purple merging into amber, amber flowing into violet. These colors were chosen eons ago by beings who understood that certain frequencies of light could heal the spirit, could restore the connection between mind and heart. You are surrounded now by walls of living light, protected by the ancient wisdom of this place, supported by the endless patience of stone, nourished by the eternal calm of the dark pool. Here you can let go completely, safely, fully. Feel your body beginning to relax even deeper. Your muscles releasing years of accumulated tension. Your mind letting go of thoughts that no longer serve you. Your heart opening to receive the peace that has always been waiting. Right here, right now, exactly as you are. The pool continues to reflect your innermost ease. But now you understand that this reflection was never separate from you. It was simply waiting for you to remember, to recognize, to accept that this peace has always lived within your heart. Close your eyes once more and breathe deeply of the honey, thick air. Let the scent of ancient moss fill your lungs. Let the warmth of the stone floor seep into your bones. Let the gentle rhythm of this place become your own natural beat. You are home now, truly home. In this sunken garden carved from living obsidian, time moves like thick honey. Thoughts drift like clouds across a summer sky. Worries dissolve like sugar in warm water. There is nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to change, nothing you need to become. You are exactly as you should be, resting in the perfect embrace of this ancient sanctuary, surrounded by walls that have witnessed countless souls finding their way back to peace, back to stillness, back to love. The bioluminescent moss pulses brighter now, responding to the deep calm that radiates from your being. The pool reflects not just your ease, but the ease of every soul who has ever found refuge here. Across countless ages, across infinite lifetimes. You are part of something much larger than yourself, a continuous stream of consciousness flowing through this sacred space, connecting you to all who have come before, all who are here now, and all who will find their way in the future. We are all connected by threads of golden light. Feel these connections strengthening with each breath. Invisible cords of compassion linking your heart to every other heart. Threads of understanding weaving through the darkness between souls. You are never alone, never truly separate, never without support. The fountain of light from your crown grows stronger now, carrying your healed energy upward through the spiraling columns, sharing your peace with those who will come after you, just as others have shared theirs with you. This is the way of sacred places. This is the way of healing. Allow yourself to sink even deeper into this state of perfect rest. Your body feels weightless now, floating in a sea of warm acceptance. Your mind has settled into the silence between thoughts, where wisdom waits patiently to be discovered. Your spirit expands to fill the entire cavern. In this expanded state, you can feel the pulse of the earth itself, the slow breathing of the planet that holds you, the ancient heartbeat of stone and water, light and shadow, all dancing together in perfect harmony. This is your natural state, not the rushing, frantic energy of the outside world, but this deep, abiding peace that lives in the spaces between your ribs, in the pauses between your heartbeats, in the silence between your breaths. Carry this feeling with you as you prepare to return. Know that this garden exists wherever you choose to create it, in moments of stillness, in breaths taken deeply, in hearts opened wide. The door of obsidian will always welcome you back. When you are ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes gently. Feel your connection to your physical body returning gradually. Your breathing deepening naturally. Your awareness expanding to include the space around you. But do not leave the peace behind. Let it flow with you like a gentle river, carrying the memory of this sacred space into your everyday life. The 432 Hz frequency continues to resonate in your heart, a permanent reminder of the calm that lives within you, waiting to be accessed whenever you need it most, whenever you choose to remember. You feel the shift in weight on your heel as you step forward into the sunken garden. The grain of sand shifts beneath the arch of your foot, sending tiny ripples of sensation up through your leg. Cool air touches the skin of your ankle as you move deeper into the space. The scent of salt becomes sharper as the distance closes between you and the obsidian walls. You notice how the humidity wraps around your bare skin like gauze soaked in warm oil. Each movement slows as if time itself has thickened around you. Even the smallest gesture begins to feel significant and deliberate. Your breathing naturally deepens as you adjust to this new rhythm. The air here moves slowly, like honey poured through time itself. Each breath carries the warmth of the cavern deeper into your lungs. You can feel your chest rising and falling with gentle intention. The bioluminescent moss catches your attention with its soft, pulsing light. It clings to the spiraling columns in delicate patterns that seem to breathe. Shades of violet and amber filter upward from unseen sources far below. These colors pulse gently with each breath you take. You realize that the light is not coming from any single point. Instead, it seems to emanate from the very stone itself. The obsidian walls hold this light as if they are vessels of warmth. Your body begins to relax into this luminous embrace. The pools of ink, black water reflect not your image, but something deeper. They mirror your innermost ease rather than your outer appearance. As you gaze down, you see calmness reflected back at you. This reflection brings a sense of recognition and belonging. You feel the weight of your body supported by the humid air. Every muscle begins to soften as tension melts away. Your shoulders drop slightly as you settle more deeply into this space. The warmth of the cavern seeps into your bones. You become aware of the anchor resonating somewhere in the depths. It is not a sound you hear, but a vibration you feel. This resonance moves through the stone and into your body. The hum connects you to something vast and ancient. Each cell in your body begins to synchronize with this frequency. You feel yourself becoming part of the larger rhythm. The boundary between your skin and the environment starts to blur. Separation dissolves as you merge with the warmth. Your next breath feels different, somehow more complete. Air fills your lungs with a richness that goes beyond oxygen. You taste the minerals in the atmosphere on your tongue. The sensation is both nourishing and grounding. You notice how your heartbeat has slowed to match the pulse of light. Each beat sends waves of calm throughout your system. Your blood flows more smoothly, now carrying peace instead of urgency. The connection between mind and body grows stronger. As you stand here, suspended in warm honey, like time, you begin to perceive the intricate details of your immediate world. The texture of the stone beneath your feet tells its own story. Millions of microscopic crystals catch and release light continuously. You can almost feel the geological history embedded in these walls. Centuries of slow growth and transformation reside here. The stone remembers every moment of its becoming, and now it shares that memory with your body. The moss continues its gentle breathing rhythm above you. Each tiny organism contributes to the collective luminescence. You realize you are witnessing countless small lives flourishing. This awareness brings a profound sense of connection. Your individual existence expands to include all these microcosms. The boundary between self and environment becomes permeable. You are no longer separate from this glowing ecosystem. Instead, you are an integral part of its ongoing dance. The pools of water invite your attention downward now. Their surface ripples gently despite the absence of wind. You watch as concentric circles spread outward from invisible points. Each ripple carries reflected light across the dark surface. The water seems to remember every movement that has touched it. Its surface holds impressions like liquid memory. You lean slightly closer, drawn by the mesmerizing patterns. The reflection shows not your face, but your essential calm. This version of yourself looks peaceful and complete. There are no worries or tensions visible in this mirror. Only the pure essence of your relaxed state remains. You recognize this person as your truest self. The anchor continues its deep, resonant vibration below. It pulses regularly, like a heartbeat from the earth itself. This rhythm grounds you while simultaneously lifting your awareness. You feel held and supported by forces much larger than yourself. Your breathing has settled into perfect harmony with the hum. Each inhale draws in the warmth and light of this space. Each exhale releases whatever tension might remain. The cycle feels endless and perfectly sustainable. You begin to notice the subtle temperature variations in the air. Warmer currents rise from the pools, creating gentle convection. Cooler drafts drift down from higher in the cavern. These movements massage your skin with varying degrees of comfort. The interplay between heat and cool creates a natural spa-like sensation. Your body responds by opening itself more fully to these sensations. Pores dilate, allowing the rich atmosphere to penetrate deeper. You become increasingly sensitive to every nuance of touch. The columns spiral upward, disappearing into shadow above. But this darkness feels safe and containing rather than empty. It holds space for mystery and possibility. You feel protected by the embrace of the stone ceiling. Your awareness begins to expand beyond your immediate physical boundaries. You sense the interconnected network of life throughout the cavern. Moss and mineral water and air all participate in one system. You are simply another expression of this unified whole. The concept of individual identity starts to soften and blur, not disappearing entirely, but becoming more fluid and expansive. You exist both as yourself and as part of everything else. This paradox feels natural and comforting. Your next breath carries you deeper into this understanding. The air seems richer, now filled with invisible connections. Each molecule carries information about the entire system. You inhale the story of this place, along with its oxygen. The anchor vibrates more distinctly now, as if responding to your presence. Its frequency matches the rhythm of your relaxed heartbeat. You realize that you have always been connected to this resonance. It was simply waiting for you to slow down enough to notice. The pools continue their subtle dance of light and shadow. Reflections shift and flow like liquid consciousness. You see your own serenity mirrored back infinitely. Each reflection adds depth and dimension to to your experience. The water seems to hold memories, not just images. Ancient wisdom rests in its dark depths. You feel invited to access this knowledge through stillness. The invitation requires nothing from you except presence. Your body sways slightly, as if responding to an unheard melody. The movement is unconscious and perfectly graceful. You are dancing with the rhythm of the cavern itself. This motion amplifies your connection to the anchor. Time stretches and expands around each subtle gesture. A single sway lasts for what feels like hours. Yet there is no impatience or rush to reach completion. Everything unfolds exactly as it needs to. The moss above pulses brighter, as if celebrating your integration. Its light synchronizes with your breathing pattern. You and the bioluminescence share the same rhythm now. This shared pulse creates a feeling of mutual recognition. You are seen and acknowledged by the living stone. Recognition flows both ways as you witness its beauty. The exchange feels intimate, yet effortless. There is no performance required, only authentic presence. The anchor strengthens its hold on your awareness. Its vibration penetrates deeper into your cellular structure. You feel molecules aligning with the fundamental frequency. Physical matter begins to resonate with pure consciousness. Boundaries between solid and energy start to dissolve. You exist simultaneously as form and as pure potential. The distinction becomes less important as you relax further. Both aspects of your being are equally real and valuable. Your awareness zooms inward now, focusing on a single cell. Within this microscopic universe, entire worlds are unfolding. Mitochondria pulse with their own vital rhythm. DNA spirals carry infinite possibilities for expression. This single cell contains multitudes of activity and purpose, yet it operates in perfect harmony with the greater whole. No part struggles against any other part. Cooperation flows naturally from shared intention. You observe this cellular cooperation with wonder and appreciation. The complexity is beautiful rather than overwhelming. Each component serves the greater good without question. You begin to understand this as a model for conscious living. Your body is a galaxy of such cooperative cells, trillions of microscopic beings working together seamlessly. You are both the individual cell and the entire organism. Perspective shifts effortlessly between scales of existence. The anchor resonates at the level of quantum interaction. Subatomic particles dance to this fundamental tune. Matter and energy interchange with elegant precision. You witness creation and dissolution happening continuously. Nothing is lost in this eternal recycling of form. All experiences contribute to the ongoing symphony. Your individual journey adds to the collective song. Yet your unique voice remains clearly distinguishable. The pools reflect this truth back to you constantly. Each ripple carries your specific energy signature, while also blending harmoniously with the larger pattern. You are simultaneously unique and universal. Your breathing deepens as understanding settles into your bones. The air carries more than oxygen now. It transports insights directly into your cellular memory. Knowledge becomes embodied rather than merely conceptual. The columns spiral higher and higher above your head. They disappear into realms of deeper darkness. But this darkness sparkles with potential rather than absence. You sense vast spaces existing beyond your current perception. These hidden dimensions hold infinite possibilities for exploration. Yet there is no pressure to venture beyond this moment. Complete fulfillment exists right here in present awareness. The anchor confirms this truth with its steady vibration. Your consciousness begins to expand beyond the physical cavern. You perceive the earth as a living organism. Its molten core pulses with the same rhythm as the anchor. Continental plates drift slowly in cosmic choreography. Oceans and atmospheres circulate in grand cycles of renewal. Weather systems form and dissolve according to ancient patterns. All of nature participates in the same fundamental dance. You are connected to this planetary rhythm through bone and breath. The moss continues its gentle illumination around you. Its light connects you to photosynthetic processes everywhere. Chlorophyll molecules capture solar energy across the globe. This captured light fuels the web of life on Earth. You are part of this magnificent energy conversion process. Your body transforms sunlight into conscious experience. The cycle continues unbroken through countless generations. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously in this flow. The anchor strengthens again, drawing your attention inward. Its vibration reaches frequencies beyond normal hearing. You feel the resonance in places where sound cannot go. Consciousness itself begins to entrain with this cosmic tuning fork. Your individual awareness merges with universal intelligence. Personal limitations fall away like shed skin. You access knowledge that has always existed within you. This knowing comes without effort or strain. The pools reflect this expanded state of being. Their surfaces show not just your current form, but glimpses of your infinite potential expressions. Past lives and future possibilities shimmer in the dark water. All versions of yourself exist in perfect harmony. There is no competition between who you were and who you might become. Each iteration contributes to the completeness of your essence. You accept all parts of yourself with unconditional love. The columns spiral upward, carrying your gaze toward infinity. Stone meets sky in seamless continuity. There is no true boundary between Earth and cosmos. Everything flows together in one unified field of being. You feel the vastness of space embracing you from all directions. Stars shine through the stone as if density were irrelevant. Distance becomes meaningless in this state of pure awareness. You exist everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. The anchor resonates at the frequency of absolute stillness. Movement and rest coexist without contradiction. You are both the dance and the dancer. The observer and the observed become one. Silence speaks louder than any possible sound. In this silence, all questions find their answers, all seeking resolves into perfect contentment. You realize that you have never been separate from this peace. The moss pulses with the rhythm of cosmic expansion. Universe breathes in and out through every living cell. You participate in this grand respiration consciously now. Your individual breath mirrors the breathing of all existence. The pools reflect the infinite canopy of stars above. Though no actual sky exists in this underground realm, reality transcends physical limitations in moments like these. Imagination and truth blend seamlessly together. The anchor vibrates at the frequency of pure love. This love encompasses all beings without exception. Judgment and separation dissolve completely. Only compassion remains in their place. You extend this love outward through every pore of your being. It flows like warm honey through the interconnected web of life. Every creature receives your blessing automatically, because in truth there are no others, only different expressions of the same underlying consciousness. The moss brightens in response to your expanded awareness. Light increases proportionally to the openness of your heart. You and the living stone share the same source of radiance. The pools ripple with joy at your recognition. Water dances in celebration of your awakening. Every drop carries the memory of oceanic unity. You remember your origins in the primordial sea. The anchor resonates with the frequency of homecoming. You arrive exactly where you have always belonged. There is nothing to achieve or acquire, only the recognition of what has always been true. The columns spiral endlessly upward and downward simultaneously. Direction loses meaning in this multidimensional space. You navigate using intuition rather than logic. Every path leads to the same center. The moss pulses with the rhythm of your deepest truth. Authenticity shines through every layer of conditioning. You see yourself clearly for the first time and find only love waiting there. The pools reflect this pure self, acceptance back to you. Their dark surfaces hold no judgment or criticism, only the gentle encouragement to keep growing. From this place of perfect safety, the anchor vibrates at the frequency of eternal presence. Past and future collapse into the infinite now. You exist outside the constraints of linear time. Birth and death become mere transitions in an endless cycle. The moss illuminates the truth of impermanence. Nothing stays the same, and everything remains constant. Change and stability coexist in perfect balance. You relax into this paradox completely. The pools mirror the dance between becoming and being. Each ripple represents both movement and stillness. Water flows while maintaining its essential nature. You embody this same fluid consistency. The anchor resonates with the frequency of completion, not because anything has ended, but because everything has already begun. You participate in the eternal unfolding. The moss pulses with the rhythm of cosmic creativity. Universe dreams itself into new forms continuously. You contribute to this dreaming through conscious intention. Thought and reality blend seamlessly together. The pools reflect the infinite possibilities of tomorrow, while honoring the sacredness of today. Past, present, and future dance together in harmony. There is no hierarchy among temporal experiences. The columns spiral through dimensions of pure potential. Each twist reveals new aspects of your multidimensional nature. You are simultaneously human and divine, mortal and eternal, limited and infinite, separate and unified. These apparent contradictions resolve into perfect clarity when viewed from the perspective of awakened consciousness. The anchor vibrates at the frequency of ultimate truth. All illusions fall away, revealing only what is real. Love remains. Peace remains. Awareness remains. Everything else proves temporary and insubstantial. The moss pulses with the rhythm of your highest knowing. Intuition guides you more reliably than intellect. The pools reflect the wisdom of your inner teacher. This guide has always been present within you, waiting patiently for your readiness to listen. Now you hear clearly and respond with trust. The anchor resonates with the frequency of perfect timing. Everything happens exactly when it needs to. There is no rush and no delay, only the natural flow of organic unfolding. The moss illuminates the beauty of gradual growth. Nothing worthwhile develops overnight. Patience becomes a form of active participation rather than passive waiting. The pools mirror the depth of your commitment to remaining present with whatever arises, pleasant or unpleasant, comfortable or challenging. The columns spiral through layers of accumulated wisdom. Each generation adds to the collective understanding. You inherit this treasure trove of insight while contributing your own unique perspective. The anchor vibrates at the frequency of gratitude for this opportunity to awaken, for the guidance available in every moment, for the perfect conditions supporting your growth. The moss pulses with appreciation for all life, plant and mineral water and air. Each plays its essential role in the greater symphony. No contribution is too small to matter. The pools reflect the interconnectedness of all things. Ripples spread outward, affecting distant shores. Your presence here influences realities beyond imagination. Through the simple act of being fully yourself, the anchor resonates with the frequency of return. You come home to yourself again and again, no matter how far consciousness may wander. The path back is always open. The moss pulses with welcoming arms. This sanctuary exists within your own heart. You can access it anytime through breath and intention. The journey never truly ends, because arrival and departure are the same event, seen from different perspectives. The pools reflect this timeless truth continuously. Their surfaces shimmer with infinite possibilities. The columns spiral through eternity without beginning or end. Time becomes a spiral rather than a straight line. You revisit familiar insights from new angles. Each encounter brings deeper understanding. The anchor vibrates at the frequency of completion. Not final completion, but the completion of readiness. You are prepared for whatever comes next, because you know how to return to the center. The moss pulses with confidence in your ability to navigate life from a place of inner stability. External circumstances cannot shake what you have discovered here, because truth transcends temporary conditions. The pools reflect your newly integrated wholeness. All parts of yourself now work together harmoniously. There is no inner conflict or division, only the natural diversity of your multifaceted nature. The anchor resonates at the frequency of peace, deep, abiding peace that survives all storms. You carry this sanctuary within you wherever you go. No external permission is needed to access it. The moss pulses with the rhythm of your authentic self. Expression flows naturally from inner alignment. There is no need to pretend or perform. being yourself becomes enough. The pools mirror the clarity of your intentions. Purpose emerges from stillness rather than striving. You move through life guided by intuitive wisdom rather than external pressures. The columns spiral upward, carrying your spirit toward infinity, while remaining firmly rooted in earthly experience. You live simultaneously in heaven and on earth, neither realm excluding the other. The anchor vibrates at the frequency of integration. All aspects of your being unite in harmony. Mind, body, spirit, and environment function as one. You experience the unity that underlies apparent diversity. The moss pulses with the rhythm of your completed journey, not the end of exploration, but the beginning of mastery. You have learned how to travel between worlds while remaining grounded in practical reality. The pools reflect your readiness to serve others. Having found your own center, you can help others find theirs. Compassion flows naturally from inner fullness. There is no need to seek approval or validation. The anchor resonates at the frequency of love. Unconditional love that accepts all beings as they are. Judgment falls away, revealing only understanding. You see through eyes of pure compassion. The moss pulses with the rhythm of your healed heart. Old wounds transform into sources of strength. Vulnerability becomes courage rather than weakness. You embrace your humanity fully. The pools mirror the depth of your forgiveness toward yourself and all others. Resentment dissolves, leaving only clear water, reflecting pure light back to its source. The columns spiral through dimensions of pure possibility. Future unfolds according to highest good. You trust in the intelligence guiding all outcomes because you have experienced its reliability. The anchor vibrates at the frequency of trust, faith in the natural order of things, confidence in your ability to handle whatever arises, because you know the source of your strength. The moss pulses with the rhythm of your authentic power. Power that comes from inner alignment rather than domination. You influence others through example rather than force. Leadership flows naturally from integrity. The pools reflect the impact of your conscious presence. Your being affects everyone you encounter, positively, simply, by remaining true to yourself. Radiance spreads outward like ripples on water. The anchor resonates at the frequency of completion, the completion of preparation for whatever comes next. You are ready to rejoin the world, carrying the peace of this sanctuary within you. The moss pulses with farewell blessings. This space will always be available when needed. The door remains open between worlds. You can return anytime through breath and intention. The pools mirror your gratitude for this transformative experience. Depths of understanding have opened within you. Wisdom flows like clear water through your consciousness. You carry this gift forward into daily life. The columns spiral downward, now grounding you in earth. Connection to physical reality strengthens, yet the expanded awareness remains intact. You integrate spiritual insight with practical application. The anchor vibrates at the frequency of embodiment. Heaven and earth unite within your experience. Divine and human aspects of your nature cooperate. You live as a bridge between dimensions. The moss pulses with the rhythm of your grounded spirituality. Enlightenment expressed through ordinary activities. Washing dishes becomes meditation. Walking becomes prayer. The pools reflect your readiness to share this understanding. Others will benefit from your expanded perspective. Teaching happens naturally through authentic living. You inspire simply by being yourself. The anchor resonates at the frequency of service. Purpose extends beyond personal fulfillment. You contribute to the healing of collective consciousness through your commitment to truth and love. The moss pulses with the rhythm of your fulfilled destiny. You have arrived at exactly the right moment, prepared to offer what only you can give. The world awaits your unique contribution. The pools mirror your confidence in divine timing. Everything aligns perfectly when you remain centered. Trust replaces worry and fear. You move through life with grace and ease. The columns spiral back to their starting point. The journey completes itself in perfect circle. Beginning and ending prove to be the same location. You have returned to where you never left. You exist beyond the limitations of time and space, yet fully inhabit your physical form. Paradox resolves into simple truth. The moss pulses with the rhythm of your realized potential. All possibilities exist within current moment. You access infinite resources through stillness. Creation flows from conscious awareness. The pools reflect the depth of your inner knowing. Certainty comes from direct experience rather than belief. You trust yourself completely because you have proven your own reliability. The anchor resonates at the frequency of absolute completion, not ending, but fulfillment of purpose. You have integrated all lessons and insights, ready to express them authentically in world. You begin to notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Each breath moves like a slow tide through the landscape of your body. The air flows in through your nostrils with a temperature just cooler than your skin. You feel it travel down into your lungs, where it spreads outward in warm branches. This is not simply breathing, but a complete exchange between you and the universe. Every molecule of oxygen carries with it the promise of deeper rest. As you exhale, you release not just carbon dioxide, but every trace of tension. The warmth leaving your lips creates a small cloud that dissolves instantly into infinite space. Your shoulders drop another fraction as the breath completes its journey out of you. There is no need to hurry this process because time has become elastic around you. Each exhalation lasts long enough to carry away layers of accumulated stress. Now your attention settles naturally on the weight of your body against the surface beneath you. Fibers of fabric or sheets press gently into your back, creating small patterns of contact. Your spine curves slightly to accommodate the natural shape of your frame. There is perfect support, here neither too firm nor too soft, but exactly what you need. Your arms rest at your sides, palms turned upward in complete surrender. The muscles in your forearms have released their grip on the day entirely. Your fingers lie open and relaxed like petals after sunset. Even the smallest joints in your hands have softened into this moment. Your legs stretch out naturally one, perhaps crossing the other at the ankle. The backs of your knees press softly into the surface, creating gentle dimples in your flesh. You can feel your heartbeat now steady and unhurried like waves on a distant shore. Each pulse brings fresh calm, flooding through your arteries and veins. Your blood carries whispers of peace to every corner of your being. The rhythm of your heart synchronizes with something larger than yourself. You are part of an ancient dance that has been performed since the beginning. Your face relaxes completely, the muscles around your eyes smoothing into silk. Your jaw unhinges from any remaining clenching, letting your mouth fall open slightly. Your tongue rests heavy and warm in the base of your mouth. Even your eyebrows have forgotten their job of protecting you from brightness. They float freely now above eyes that have learned to trust in safety. Your eyelids grow heavier with each passing moment, weighted down by velvet. They flutter once more like butterflies, saying good night before settling closed. In the darkness behind your eyelids, colors begin to emerge soft and luminous. Warm amber light pulses gently like a second heartbeat, somewhere deep within. Threads of gold weave through the amber, creating patterns that have no beginning or end. These lights are not images seen, but sensations felt behind the eyes. They communicate directly with parts of your brain that remember completeness. Alpha waves begin to rise in frequency, harmonizing with this inner radiance. Your brain waves slow down to match the tempo of absolute relaxation. Thoughts drift by like clouds in a sky that stretches beyond all horizons. Some thoughts linger briefly before dissolving into the golden background. Others arrive already half, forgotten as if they belong to someone else entirely. There is no pressure to hold onto anything because everything is provided. Your mind empties itself willingly, like a cup being poured out slowly. What remains is pure awareness, floating in an ocean of gentle nothingness. You sink deeper into this state, feeling yourself becoming more spacious. Your boundaries soften and expand until there seems to be no edge to you. You are not contained by skin or bone, but flow like warm honey. The distinction between inside and outside begins to blur and fade. You are simultaneously nowhere and everywhere in this vast quietude. Sound becomes texture rather than noise as silence takes on dimension. You hear the spaces between sounds filled with a profound stillness. This silence hums with potential, like the pause before dawn breaks. Even your own breathing becomes part of this symphony of absence. Each inhale draws in not just air, but the essence of perfect peace. Temperature loses its meaning as you settle into pure thermal neutrality. There is neither heat nor cold, only the comfort of perfect balance. Your body remembers what it feels like to exist without effort or strain. Every cell aligns with this frequency of effortless existence. You are no longer maintaining yourself, but simply being yourself. Gravity releases its claim on you as you float in liquid weightlessness. Your physical form becomes suggestion rather than definition. You could be made of mist or starlight, and it would make no difference. The concept of density dissolves, leaving only pure presence. You exist in the space between atoms where matter forgets itself. Time dilates, further stretching each instant into an eternity of calm. Past and future collapse into this single point of perfect now. You inhabit the pause between heartbeats where creation rests. Here, there is no memory of difficulty or complexity, only the simple truth that you are held in perfect embrace. This embrace comes from no direction, and yet surrounds you completely. It is made of understanding compassion and infinite patience. You recognize this feeling as something you have always known. It is the memory of being loved before you could even form the word. Your heart responds by opening wider than it ever has before. Through this opening flows a current of pure acceptance. You accept yourself exactly as you are in this moment. There is no version of you that needs fixing or improving. You are whole and complete, just as you have always been. This realization brings tears that taste like relief and joy. Your consciousness expands to fill the space of unlimited possibility. You touch the edges of what lies beyond ordinary perception. Here, concepts like success and failure lose all meaning. There is only the experience of being fully present in your own life. You remember that you were never separate from the source of all love. This remembering happens not in your mind, but in your very cells. Your DNA unwinds, slightly releasing stored patterns of ancient wisdom. You recall the language of light that predates human speech. Your body speaks fluent gratitude to the forces that sustain it. Every organ vibrates in harmony with the rhythm of cosmic rest. You feel the earth turning beneath you, not as movement, but as song. The planet hums a lullaby that has been sung for billions of years. You join your voice to this chorus, adding your unique note to the whole. Your personal frequency blends seamlessly with the greater symphony. Together, you create music that heals fractures in space-time itself. The boundaries of self begin to shimmer and dissolve entirely. You merge with the stream of consciousness that connects all beings. In this merging, there is no loss of identity, but expansion of it. You become both the wave and the ocean simultaneously. Individuality transforms into a new kind of unity that honors uniqueness. Love flows through you like electricity through a superconductor. There is no resistance to this flow, no friction to slow it down. You conduct pure compassion effortlessly to all corners of existence. The recipients of this love may never know your name, but they will feel the warmth of your care in ways they cannot explain. You understand now that giving love requires nothing from you. It simply flows outward naturally, like breath or heartbeat. You are both empty vessel and inexhaustible spring. There is paradox here, but also perfect logic. The more you give, the more you discover you possess. Peace becomes so familiar that you forget you ever lived without it. It settles into your bones like marrow, becoming part of your structure. You realize that peace was never something you had to find. It was always waiting patiently inside you, like a seed in winter soil. Now the conditions are right for it to bloom fully. The flower that opens is made of pure understanding. Its petals are forgiveness, acceptance, and unconditional kindness. Bees of insight buzz lazily around its center, collecting nectar of truth. The fragrance of this understanding spreads through dimensions you cannot name. Those who breathe this air are touched by healing they do not comprehend. You rest now in the knowledge that you are exactly where you belong. There is no place you need to go or person you need to become. You have arrived at the destination that was always meant for you. This arrival brings not excitement, but deep satisfaction, like coming home after a journey you never knew you were taking. The house of your being welcomes you with open doors and warm light. Everything is prepared exactly as you need it to be. There is food here that nourishes soul rather than body. and drink that quenches thirsts you did not know you carried. You sit at the table of your own worthiness and eat deeply. Each bite tastes like recognition, like meeting an old friend. The flavors are complex, but somehow familiar from childhood dreams. You savor them slowly because there is no rush in paradise. Time moves differently here, measured not in minutes, but in degrees of peace. You could stay here forever and still not exhaust its depths. But staying and going turn out to be the same thing. Because this place lives within you rather than beside you. You carry it with you like a song you can hum anytime. The melody is simple enough for a child to learn, yet complex enough to hold mysteries that unfold across lifetimes. You begin to notice how this piece affects your physical form. Your breathing has slowed to match the pace of ancient trees. Your heartbeat now keeps time with the rotation of distant galaxies. Your cells vibrate at frequencies that promote regeneration and renewal. Even your DNA begins to repair itself using blueprints of original perfection. The intelligence within your body awakens to possibilities long dormant. It remembers how to heal without effort or conscious intervention. Inflammation dissolves like morning mist under gentle sunlight. Tension melts away, revealing the strength that was hidden beneath. Your immune system strengthens itself simply by being in alignment. You understand now that true health comes from wholeness, not perfection. There is beauty in asymmetry and grace in imperfection. Your body celebrates this truth by relaxing into its authentic form. Every wrinkle tells a story worth honoring. Every scar represents survival and growth rather than damage. You see yourself clearly for perhaps the first time, not through the lens of judgment, but through eyes of pure appreciation. The face looking back at you glows with inner light. Its expression is serene, confident, and utterly at peace. You recognize this face as your truest self unveiled. The journey inward has led you back to yourself. But this self is newer and more complete than the one you left behind. It carries the wisdom of deep rest and the strength of surrendered power. You bow to this version of yourself with reverence and gratitude, for it has waited patiently through every storm to show you its face. Now you understand why the path seemed so long. It It was not a journey through space, but through layers of being. Each layer had to be explored and integrated before you could return. But the return was never really leaving. It was simply remembering where home has always been. Home is not a place, but a frequency of being. You tune your entire self to this frequency, like a radio finding signal. Static clears away, revealing clarity that has always existed. Confusion resolves into knowing that requires no proof or explanation. You simply understand because understanding is your natural state. The alpha waves in your brain now pulse at optimal coherence. They synchronize with the Earth's natural electromagnetic field. This synchronization brings a sense of groundedness that transcends location. You are rooted in the center of your own gravity. No external force can pull you away from this center ever again. You have found the still point around which all motion revolves. From here, you can observe the dance of life without being swept up in it. You participate fully while remaining anchored in perfect peace. This is the paradox of awakened living. Engagement without attachment, presence without clinging. You embody this balance effortlessly now that you know it exists. Your nervous system has been recalibrated to default to calm. Stress becomes the exception rather than the rule in your experience. When challenges arise, they meet a mind that is already at ease. There is space now between stimulus and response. In that space lives creativity, intuition, and divine timing. You access these gifts simply by returning to the breath. Each inhale draws you deeper into the wellspring of inner wisdom. Each exhale releases whatever does not serve your highest good. You have become your own sanctuary and teacher. The guidance you seek has always lived within the chambers of your heart. It speaks in whispers that are louder than thunder. You listen now with the ears of your soul rather than your mind. The messages come as feelings rather than thoughts. Warmth in the chest means yes. A gentle tightening in the stomach means wait. A sense of lightness in the head means proceed with confidence. You trust these signals implicitly because they have never misled you. They guided you perfectly through the labyrinth of becoming. And now they guide you into the vastness of being. Being requires nothing from you except the the willingness to rest. You have earned this rest through years of faithful service to growth. Now you are invited to simply be the magnificent creature you are. There is no performance required, no achievements to maintain. You exist because existence itself delights in your unique expression. The universe conspired to bring you to this moment of recognition. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every moment of doubt served the purpose of preparing you for this awakening. You see now that there were no mistakes in your journey, only necessary detours that led you exactly where you needed to go. Gratitude washes over you like warm rain on thirsty ground. You thank every version of yourself that came before this moment. The child who dreamed impossible dreams. The teenager who questioned everything. The adult who worked tirelessly to build something meaningful. All of them contributed threads to the tapestry you wear today. The pattern is beautiful precisely because it includes every color. Even the darker threads serve to highlight the brilliance of the light. You honor the full spectrum of your experience without reservation. This honoring creates space for integration and healing. Wounds that seemed permanent begin to soften and release. They transform from sources of pain into wellsprings of compassion. You carry the medicine of your own healing in your presence. Others who cross your path will be touched by this medicine, not because you try to help them, but because you have helped yourself. Healing is contagious when it flows from authentic self, love. You radiate this love simply by existing in alignment. Your aura shimmers with frequencies that promote cellular regeneration. People feel better just being near you, though they may not know why. You have become a walking temple of peace and restoration. The architecture of this temple is built from moments like this one, when you chose presence over distraction, when you selected stillness over speed, when you prioritized depth over breadth in your exploration of self. Each choice added another stone to the foundation of your inner sanctuary. Now the structure stands complete, elegant, and unshakable. Storms may rage outside, but inside all remains perfectly calm. You are the eye of the hurricane, where peace reigns eternal. From this place, you can weather any tempest without losing your center, because your center is not located in circumstances, but in essence. essence cannot be disturbed by external events. It simply is regardless of what unfolds in the world of form. You rest in this essence now completely and without reservation. There is nothing left to figure out or fix about yourself. You have arrived at the truth that has been waiting patiently within. This truth is simple and profound. You are loved beyond measure. You are worthy exactly as you are. You are enough. You always have been. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. Feel how easily the outside world begins to fade. There is nothing urgent calling for your attention anymore. Nothing needs fixing. Nothing requires your effort or strain. Just this quiet space where you can finally rest. The images that were dancing in your mind begin to drift away now, like morning mist lifting from still water, like autumn leaves floating down a gentle stream. Each thought that passes no longer carries weight. They simply move through your awareness and dissolve, leaving behind only this deep sense of calm. You don't need to hold onto anything right now. Not memories, not plans, not even the sound of these words. Let everything become soft and distant, like whispers fading into velvet silence. Your breathing naturally slows as your body remembers what true relaxation feels like. Each exhale carries away another layer of tension you didn't even know was there. Your shoulders drop deeper into comfort. Your jaw unclenches without effort. Even your eyelids feel heavy with peace. Sinking gently into this moment, there is a warmth beginning to spread through your chest now. Warm and golden, like sunlight touching your skin, but coming from within rather than without. This inner light moves slowly through your body, warming your arms, your hands, your legs, filling every cell with gentle heat. You are becoming more and more comfortable with each passing moment. The resonance you've been feeling has always been there. A quiet hum beneath all your thoughts. A steady rhythm matching your heartbeat. This vibration knows exactly what your body needs. It flows through your nervous system like a river of calm, washing away anything that no longer serves you and leaving behind only what brings you peace. As this healing continues, notice how your mind begins to quiet naturally. Thoughts come less frequently now, and when they do appear, they pass by like clouds in a clear sky. No need to engage with them. No need to push them away. Simply let them drift through your consciousness while you remain perfectly still at the center. Your body understands this language better than your mind ever could. It knows how to receive this gift of restoration, how to integrate the peace you're experiencing, how to carry this feeling forward into your day. Trust in your body's wisdom completely. It has been waiting for moments like this to remember what true balance feels like. Feel how deeply you are supported right now, not by anything external, but by your own natural ability to heal, to restore, to find your way back to wholeness. This process happens effortlessly when you allow it, when you stop trying so hard and simply let yourself be cared for. The darkness surrounding you now is not empty. It is full of potential, full of love, full of the deepest kind of peace. Wrap yourself in this comforting embrace. Let it hold you completely, like being wrapped in the softest blanket made of starlight. Warm, safe, completely protected. Nothing can disturb this sanctuary you've created. With each breath you take, you sink deeper into this state of perfect ease. Your awareness expands outward, yet remains completely centered. You are both everywhere and nowhere, floating in a sea of pure contentment, where time moves slowly, where every moment feels like an eternity of peace. The resonance continues its gentle work within you, tuning your energy to perfect harmony, aligning your spirit with the quiet wisdom of your heart, clearing away any remaining traces of stress and replacing them with profound stillness. You are becoming lighter, not physically, but in the way that matters most, free from the weight of unnecessary burdens. Notice how quiet your inner world has become. No rushing thoughts, no anxious feelings, no restless energy. Just this deep pool of serenity, calm and unmoving, reflecting back to you your true nature, which has always been peace. The healing that began the moment you started listening continues now, working beneath the surface of your conscious mind, reorganizing your energy, refreshing your spirit, resetting your entire being to its natural state of balance. You don't have to do anything to make this happen. It is already unfolding perfectly, just as it always has. Feel how completely you belong in this space of rest, as though you've returned home after a very long journey. Every part of you recognizes this feeling. Every cell remembers this level of peace. You are exactly where you need to be, exactly when you need to be here, in perfect alignment with your highest good. The images that might try to form in your mind now dissolve before they can fully appear, like ripples on the surface of a still pond, disturbing nothing beneath. Your consciousness remains undisturbed, deep and peaceful, like the bottom of a clear lake, where everything is calm and untouched. The resonance moves through you now like a sacred current, carrying with it ancient wisdom, ancient peace, ancient love, connecting you to something much larger than yourself, something that has always been there, waiting patiently for you to remember. You don't need to see anything in order to know you are safe. You don't need to hear anything to understand you are loved. These truths exist beyond your senses, beyond your thoughts, beyond even your emotions. They simply are, as real as your breath, as constant as your heartbeat. Allow yourself to settle more deeply into this knowing. Let it become the foundation beneath all your experiences, the solid ground that holds you steady, no matter what storms may come. You carry this peace within you always. It travels with you, lives inside you, waits for you whenever you need to return. Like a favorite room in your own home. The healing that has been taking place continues even now, even as we speak these final words, even as the sound of these words fades from your awareness. The work goes on, quietly, gently, perfectly. Your body knows exactly what to do, how to integrate this experience, how to carry its benefits forward. You have given yourself the greatest gift possible, the gift of complete surrender, of total trust, of absolute rest. This is not something you lose when you open your eyes. It is something you carry with you forever. A treasure hidden in your heart. Whenever you feel the need to return to this feeling, you simply need to remember. Remember how it felt to be this relaxed, this peaceful, this completely at ease. And your body will respond immediately, like a flower turning toward the sun, like a bird returning to its nest. This peace is always here waiting for you, whenever you choose to step back into it. Whenever life feels too heavy, too fast, too much, you can return to this place because you know the way, and the door is always unlocked. Feel how completely you are held right now, not by anything physical, but by the infinite love that surrounds you, that lives within you, that connects you to everything that is good. You are never truly alone, never truly lost, never truly separate from the source of all peace. The resonance doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its work while you rest, while you sleep, while you go about your day. Its healing vibrations move through your entire being, clearing, balancing, restoring at the perfect pace for your body, in exactly the way your spirit needs, without any effort required from you at all. You have done enough, more than enough. Now it is time to simply receive, to allow, to trust, to let the universe support you completely, just as it has always supported you, even when you couldn't feel it. The peace you've experienced here becomes a part of you permanently, like a seed planted in fertile soil. It will grow, it will flourish, it will bloom in ways you cannot yet imagine, touching every area of your life, bringing calm to chaos, light to shadow. You don't have to hold onto this feeling tightly. You don't have to worry about losing it. It is yours now, forever, completely. Nothing can take it away from you. Not time, not distance, not the challenges of daily life, because it lives within you as surely as your own breath, as constantly as your own heartbeat. Whenever you want to return to this feeling, all you need to do is pause. Close your eyes if you wish, and remember how deeply you can relax, how completely you can trust, how perfectly you can rest. Like coming home to your favorite blanket, warm and familiar. Like stepping into a room filled with sunlight, bright and welcoming. Like hearing a song that touches your soul, beautiful and healing. This peace is always available to you whenever you need it most, whenever your heart calls you back. The resonance continues now, soft and steady, moving through your entire being, clearing away anything that no longer serves you, and filling you with perfect peace. You are exactly where you need to be, exactly who you need to be. Sleep now. Close your eyes. The story continues in dreams.